We need one physical server, one ESXi, the target ISO image, and IP address as well. Once you install an operating system, we need to assign that IP address. Then only we can communicate with that ESXi. So if we have this much information, we can build an ESXi machine. So we are around like 25 to 30 members overall. Okay, here 25 and here around 5 to 6 members are here in the offline class. So total 30 members. That means I need to have 30 physical servers in the lab. Okay, practically it is not possible. Each server will cost around minimum, like even if it is pre-owned, it will be around 60,000. Okay, we need to spend that much, 30 into 60,000. So, but we have only 2 physical servers in our lab. But you can practice, okay, directly or from remotely also you can possible. Remotely also you can install on those 2 physical servers. But instead of doing on physical servers, okay, directly on the physical servers which are in our SVIT lab, but I will give an alternate method. Instead of having physical server, you can do using alternate method. You can do any number of times until you get confidence. So that is better, right? Instead of directly installing on physical server, using alternate method. So what I will do, right? On our physical server in the lab, already I have installed ESXi 6.5. What we'll do, right? We will create one virtual machine here. And here the minimum requirement, the physical server with 4 CPUs, 4 GB. Remember, very important here, even 5 GB hard disk is enough, that's fine. But many people are doing mistake here. These are the minimum requirements. Okay. 4 GB RAM, 4 CPUs, and 5 GB, at least 5 GB hard disk is also enough, but make sure it is thin provision. Okay, 5 GB thin disk. Okay. Now what we will do, right? On the physical server, I have installed an ESXi machine. I will create a virtual machine with 4 GB RAM, 4 CPUs, and 4 GB RAM, 4 CPUs, and 5 GB hard disk thin provision. Like this. Now this VM is equivalent to a physical server with this specification, right? Do you accept or not? Exactly. So now we will install ESXi operating system here. Instead of installing Windows or Linux on a virtual machine, we will install ESXi 6.5. It should work because it is equivalent to a physical server with specifications, with this much specifications, and we already met on with the specifications. Now we will install ESXi 6.5 on this virtual machine again. This is limited to this lab only here. In real time, you will be directly installing on physical server. As we don't have those many physical servers, మన దగ్గర 30 physical servers లేవు కాబట్టి ఇలా చేస్తున్నాం. రియల్ టైమ్ లో డైరెక్ట్ గా ఫిజికల్ సర్వర్ మీద చేస్తాం. You try to practice this multiple times until you get a confidence. Okay. Once you get confidence, then you can practice on physical server in our lab. Just once or twice you can do. Once you get confidence on installing on a virtual machine, you do it on physical server. Instead of directly practicing on physical server, you do it that way. But I'll get some benefit for the people who are coming to offline class. One server is I'm using, so another server you can practice directly any number of times. The another server which is in the bottom, you can install 6.5 any number of times directly on the physical server. That is the advantage for the students coming to the offline class. మీరు డైరెక్ట్ గా ఫిజికల్ సర్వర్ మీదనే ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. ఇన్ రియల్ టైమ్ ఇట్ విల్ బి ద సేమ్. Okay, but not like even if you're in the lab, it's not like sitting in front of the machine. Even though you do it from remote location, they will also do it the same way from here. If the physical server is in the same building that you are working from your office, you will not go to physical server. Sitting at your desk only you will do. Even if it is in the same building or even if it is in the different country, we follow the same method. You don't go directly to the physical server. Okay? That means there is no difference whether you install from classroom or you install from remote. It will be same procedure. Okay. So now but first time initially we will follow on this method on 6.5. On top of it, this is a host, right? On top of this ESXi, we create one more virtual machine. Basically, VM should be built on a physical ESXi, right? But we built on a virtual ESXi. So this concept is called nested virtualization. It's called nested virtualization, but this is we just for our practice only. In real time, we don't use nested. Nested ante okadani meeda okati. Just nested virtualization. But in real time, we don't use this anywhere at all. We don't use just for our practice in the lab. But even you don't need to be differentiate with real time work. You can directly work on physical server also. But once you get confidence here, you just work on the physical server. Because this ESXi host we using for like everything. Our virtual center is also running here only. If you directly practice now itself, we will lose our vCenter. Okay, because on this ESXi host only vCenter is also running. Fine. So we will lose that. Understood? Okay, fine. If you are using laptop, okay, so let's say you have laptop here. So if that's what like the lab option 1 we have discussed some time back. If you have a laptop, okay, Windows 10 operating system is there. Here you install hosted virtualization product, hosted hypervisor, product called Workstation from VMware. Okay. On top of that, we create a virtual machine. And the same way, however, we install ESXi here, we install here also. VM with 4 CPU, 4 GB RAM, at least 5 GB hard disk is also fine. On top of this, we install ESXi. On top of this, we'll create virtual machine again. That's why your laptop can't bear this much load. But at least Lenovo with 16 GB and i5 processor will at least sustain. But rest of the hardware doesn't bear. Okay. So now we need a physical server to proceed with ESXi installation lab. So on top of this ESXi 6.5, which we have already here 240, I will create a virtual machine. Okay, and I will try to install ESXi on top of it. Okay, we'll do this method now. Okay. So select the ESXi, new virtual machine, new machine. So here, so your name minus ESXi, so that I can also track who is working on labs, who is not working on. Okay. So if I notice somebody is not practicing on labs, and if you come to me for interview, I'll not help you. If I notice that you are working on labs, and then only I will help you. Okay, further. For interview, I mean, not for the rest of the classes, just interview to assist you in during the interviews. Okay, something like this. You give, I will give just lab ESXi, you give your name. Like this. So that I will also track who is working on labs. Lab minus ESXi. Next, select the ESXi machine. Select the hard disk wherever you have enough free space here. Okay, it has 33 GB free space. We need 5 GB space only. That's enough. Select that. So here, make sure which has latest compatibility, let it 5. This is not like ESXi 6.5. This means like it create a VM with hardware version 13. Next. So here, while selecting the operating system, you select other. And here drop down and select ESXi, whichever the version that you want to install. 6.5 or later. We want to install 6.5. Okay. Next. So here, make sure people are like blindly clicking next and finish. So here, minimum it should be 4 CPUs. Here, many people are doing mistake. Make sure it has 4 CPUs and 4 GB hard disk. Sorry, 4 GB RAM, 5 GB hard disk, and make sure it is thin provision. Expand, drop down and select thin provision. I will explain later about what is this thin and thick later. As of now, select thin. Okay. 4 GB RAM, 4 CPUs, 5 GB hard disk. Thin provision, hard disk. Next, and finish. Lab minus ESXi. Now this machine is equivalent to a physical server with the specifications. Okay. Now we have physical server ready. Next, we need a 6.5 ISO image. So this machine is running on 240. Go to data stores. In the local data store, right click, browse files. Here we should have 6.5 ISO image. So there is no 6.5 ISO image, it is 6.7. Okay. So I have ISO file here. I will copy into that partition now. It will be visible to everybody. So if I want to bring some data here, I will click on upload files. Desktop. This is 6.5 is here. Okay, file is uploaded. Here you can see ESXi 6.5 ISO image. Now we have this file is also ready. We need an IP address. So I will give you one tip, like once you connect to our lab, either directly from lab or via TeamViewer, if you connect in that machine, open command prompt. Type ping space 192.168.0 until here it's same. After that, you randomly ping one number. Let's say I am thinking about 29. So in between 0, in between 2 to 254. 2 to 254. Because we know it, I think we have not covered IP basics, right? Yeah, fine. So 2 to 254. Guess one number. Okay, let's say 28. Enter. If it says destination host unreachable or request timed out, you use this number. It is not in use. If it is in use, I'm sure that 240 is in use. Let's say 240. It will reply with PTL value. At the end, it will reply with PTL. That means it is already used. So we should not use it again. In the lab machine, once you connect via TeamViewer, from the TeamViewer machine in the lab, open command prompt, type ping space any IP between 2 to 254. 192.168.0.2 to 254. You guess one number, randomly you think one number and ping. If it is replying with TTL value, it is already used. So don't take it. You use it another number. I will try 241. Destination host unreachable, so it's not used. It's free. You take it. Understood? Now we have 241. 192.168.0.241. Subnet mask is common for everybody. You take this subnet mask only. And gateway also same for everybody. 192.168.0.1. This is how you get an IP address yourself in our lab only. In real time, someone will help you to get it. Network team. Okay, it's network team will help you to get this IP address, IP, subnet mask, and gateway. In our lab, subnet mask and gateway is same for everybody. Use the same gateway and same subnet mask. And IP you find this way by pinging.
So, cluster subnet mask gateway same అవుతాయి సార్.
Yes. ఒక క్లస్టర్ అని కాదు, ఒక నెట్వర్క్ అది, ఒక సబ్నెట్. ఒక క్లస్టర్ లో మల్టిపుల్ సబ్నెట్, వేరే ఐపీ సబ్నెట్ మాస్క్, వేరే సబ్ గేట్వేస్ కూడా వచ్చే ఛాన్స్. ఇట్స్ డిపెండ్స్ ఆన్ వన్ పోర్ట్ గ్రూప్. ఇంకా నెట్వర్కింగ్ బేసిక్స్ లోకి వెళ్ళదు, మనం నెట్వర్కింగ్ లోకి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు మీకు అర్థమవుతుంది. ఓకే, దిస్ ఇస్ హౌ వి గెట్ ఇన్ అవర్ ల్యాబ్ అట్లీస్ట్ హౌ టు ప్రిపేర్ ఎ ఫిజికల్ సర్వర్. ESXi ISO image is already there. You don't need to think about the second point now. You have to build about first one and third one. Now we are ready to install ESXi machine. Okay, so attach ISO image to the ESXi, the virtual machine. This we know using first method. However, we have built a VM, right? Using first method, right click, edit settings, CD DVD, browse data store ISO, local disk. So here is the ISO image that we have copied. Make sure you attach the correct disk, correct ISO image, 6.5. Okay. Make sure it is connected. You just browse and see. Okay, even if you power on, you wait for 1 hour also, it will not boot. Make sure it is connected. Okay, it should be connected. Okay. Now the image is attached. Okay. Now you power on the VM. Either right click, power on, or simply there is a power button here. Click on power on. And third option again, launch console. It will open another window with its monitor. Now the OS installation is starting. From here, it will be same in real time also. So OS installation will be same from real time. Whatever we have done, it is restricted for our lab only. మన ల్యాబ్లో మాత్రమే అలా చేస్తాం, ఇంతవరకు చేసిన స్టెప్స్. ఫ్రమ్ ఇక్కడి నుంచి రియల్ టైంలో ఎలా ఉంటుందో అలాగే ఉంటుంది. The change was due to we don't have that many physical servers. But still it is possible also. Once you are confident on how to install this OS, I will give you physical server. You do it on physical servers.
Sir, I have a small doubt, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, actually, without ESX, we can't create VM, right?
Yes, it's not possible.
So now you're telling, sir, already it's shown VMware. We are in VMware, right now. You're shown everything. You demonstrated everything in VMware only, right?
Yes.
Then already, I think already it was created VM, right?
See here the image I have explained here. As we don't have those many physical servers on one ESXi, we are building a VM.
Okay,
sir.
I got.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. But now you install ESXi, right? In where you have done that, sir?
This VM, the lab ESXi, the VM which I have created here. ఈ version లో ఇన్స్టాల్ చేస్తాను. I'm installing inside this machine VM. Here, okay. Lab ESXi.
Okay, so already it was there in ESXi, and on top of that you have built
correct.
VM.
Already this is the one. This is the physical server in our lab. Okay. Already installed with, if you see, go to summary tab, it's already running with ESXi 6.5.
Okay.
On top of that, I have created a VM called lab-ESXi. In that, I'm installing ESXi OS again.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
That's what we referred here. The image also refers the same. Clear, Rashad?
Clear, sir. Clear, sir. Thank you.
Thanks. So from now onwards, mouse will not work. You have to use keyboard. Okay. It's almost like even if you are the first time user, like if you are installing for the first time without anybody's assistance, here if you follow the on-screen instructions, it will be easy. It's kind of yes or no. Okay, proceed అవ్వాలంటే continue చేయాలి, లేదంటే cancel చేయాలి. So to continue, press enter. To cancel, press escape button on the keyboard. So I want to proceed. I am pressing enter. Proceed or let. Accept the license or don't accept. If you don't accept, it will be cancelled. I want to proceed, so I will press F11. Now it is checking whether all the required hardware is there or not. It's already completed, so that means all the hardware is up. The 5 GB hard disk that we have attached, it is showing here 5 GB hard disk. Enter. Keyboard layout, US keyboard layout. Whatever the keyboards that we use in our laptops and desktops, everywhere it's in India, at least US default layouts only. Press enter. So here you have to enter one complex password. One capital 8 letters, one caps, one small, one number, one special character, and total should be more than 8 letters. And confirm password also should be the same. Painachina password, confirm password lo kuda ivaru. So in our lab, we are using a standard password called Windows123 @. That W is capsule. W caps letter, remaining all small. Windows123 @. Now passwords matched. This is a password we are using in our lab. Anywhere, if you are looking for a password, first you try this one. Any machine, local machine, vCenter, ESXi, whatever it is, you try this password, it will work. Otherwise, this one. Few machines we have used this password. These are the only 2 passwords we have used. In our lab, anywhere, if you are working, if you are waiting for password, you try this password. Either host, VM, doesn't matter. Password, you try this.
Sir,
Yes.
password is our choice, right?
Yes, your choice. I'm saying like if you want to connect to our vCenter and you need a password, you try that password. I'm saying. I'm not asking you to keep that password. It's your choice. So here I'm using Windows123 @. So enter. But you remember the password, whatever the password that you enter now. If you forget, there is no other way. We have to do it again. Whatever we have done till now, you have to do it again if you forget that password. Officially, there is no way to reset that password. It's one of the common interview question as well. I forgot my ESXi root password. How will you reset? There is no official method. You have to format and install fresh copy again. But there is an alternate method. I'll let you know that later. Okay, that's fine. Enter. F11 to install or cancel, escape. Okay, I want to continue, so I will press F11. That's it. OS installation will complete. It's kind of yes or no questions only. If you read the instructions for the first time also, you will be able to understand what instructions we have allowed to you.
Sir, ESXi para tools install చేయాలి.
No.
I have a doubt, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, physical server is already installed with ESXi, right?
Yes.
Yes, then VM we can install any other Microsoft servers.
Yes, you can install.
Or it is a client-based request, no, sir?
Yes.
Now you are installing why, sir? ESXi, why you are installing that?
Okay. You joined in the middle or you are there from starting?
Starting, I am from starting, sir.
Then because we don't have those many, the ESXi operating system should be installed on physical server. We don't have those many physical servers. We are 30 students and we don't have that many physical servers to practice the ESXi installation. This is an workaround method to practice this lab, just for this lab.
Okay.
So here We need one physical server with 4 CPU, 4 GB RAM and 5 GB hard disk. So we need 30 physical servers. Each server will cost me 60,000. So I need to spend this much. Okay.
Okay.
So as practically it is not working out, we have created a VM and make sure its hardware components are equivalent to physical server. Now I'm saying this virtual machine is exactly equivalent to a physical machine, just to reduce this amount of
Okay.
investment on the physical server to help you with the labs. And we are installing ESXi on top of it.
Okay.
And this procedure is limited to this class only just during learning phase here. In real time, you definitely will get a physical server.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Understood.
Yeah, no problem.
Sir, VMs, creation of VMs is a routine thing for us, right? In
Yes.
real time.
Yes, yes.
But how often will be installing ESXi? I don't think that much is needed, right? And
Yeah, correct. Very good question. And it's once in a while only. It depends on company's growth. Let's say they are doing good. The one company started in Bangalore. They are doing good. There are 2 hosts are already busy. They are expanding their business to Bangalore, Hyderabad now. So they will place 2 more servers there. In that moment, will do. So it depends on company's growth as well. Necessity of the company.
okay.
Once in a while, like we in our company, we are the, like, let's say, cloud provider. We will be frequently helping customers to onboard, and also we itself once in 2 months we build 2 servers on an average, 2 to 3 servers. We're fast going company itself. We are doing like 2 ESXi or 3 ESXi once in 2 months. So other companies, other clients, it will not be even yearly 1 ESXi also. I don't think you will get chance, but depends on that company growth as well.
Okay.
It will not be often, that is for sure.
So then it's mean we're not creating VM, right? Frequently. So at a time
Not,
only, right, sir?
not VMs, it's a ESXi. We were talking about ESXi installation. VMs will be frequent. VM deploying the VMs will be frequent task.
Okay, on top of that, again, we have to install ESX, right, sir?
Real time, you don't install it.
Okay.
In real time, you will not install ESXi and VMs. Whatever we are doing right now, installing the ESXi and VMs, you will not do in real time. You will always install ESXi and physical servers.
Okay.
Here we don't have that many servers. We are doing this on VM. I'll show you again how to install on a physical server. We follow that method, not this method. Just to practice, as we are doing it for the first time, just to practice multiple times, we are taking this process. Ashok, still confused?
No, sir. Got it. Thank you, sir.
You want me to repeat in your native language?
No, sir. Got it, sir. I can understand, sir. I understood, sir.
Yeah, fine. Thanks. You are from?
Chittoor, sir. Madanapalli.
Fine, thanks. Just wanted to know what's your native language. Nothing wrong, like asking twice or thrice, not a problem. But make it sure, make it clear every time.
Yes, sir. So because of your finance background, sir, we do.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I can understand this.
Sir, here any lab timings?
Sorry, lab timings?
Sir.
Mostly, as of now, it's available from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Even if you want to do after 7 p.m., you let us know. We will make it available. If nobody is there, we will just shut down, close for the day. If someone is working, we will leave it. So OS installation is completed. Again, mouse will not work here. We have to use keyboard only. So we just install ESXi operating system. Now, third point, we need to assign an IP address. We will see what is this IP address, why is it in this format only, okay, why we have to pick this IP only. Networking basics we will discuss again here. Okay, so press Alt function F2, enter the root password, the password that you have set during the installation. If you forget this password, there is no other way. We can't do anything. We have to do it again. Only first in చేయాల్సిందే. F2, use up and down arrows. Mouse will not work. Go to configure management network, press enter. Okay, make sure at least there is one network adapter, press enter here, make sure it is status connected, and the left side you see there is an into mark next to VMNIC 0, there is an into mark that should be selected. By default it will be selected, you don't need to verify, but make sure if you want to make sure it should be connected and that highlighted, the into mark should be selected. Then go to IPv4 configuration, down arrow. If you want to go back to the previous state, always use escape button on this console. If you want to go back to previous step, escape button. Front, enter. Forward, enter. Backward, escape. So IPv4, enter. Here there is the second option. By default it will be selected. You select the third option. To select it, do not enter. It's a space bar. Here if you read the bottom, up and down, you have to select the mark selected, press space bar. 0 is highlighted here. If you see, 0 is highlighted next to that set static, and the left side of the set static there is a 0, small 0 within the brackets. Okay, if I say down, second option is selected, press space bar, then again bottom arrow, here you enter that IP address that you made a note here. Okay, that you identified as a free IP in our lab, use that 192.168.0.241. This is same for everybody. 255.255.255.0, 192.168.0.1. Gateway also same. We will discuss what is this subnet mask, what is this gateway, what is this IP address later during networking basis. Very clearly we will discuss. Okay, as of now, blindly remember like this. Enter. That's it. Like we have entered, configured this IP address. Okay. So escape. It will ask you to press letter Y to save the changes what we have applied. మనం ఇంతవరకు ఇచ్చిన వాల్యూస్ అన్ని సేవ్ చేయాలంటే లెటర్ వై ప్రెస్ చేయాలి కీబోర్డ్ మీద. Yes, escape. Once you press here it should show the IP address that we have entered, 192.168.0.254. Okay, that means it accepted the password what we have given to it. Once you assign an IP address, immediately you go to command prompt, ping that IP address again, 241, enter. Something wrong. It was connected to a wrong network. It should be pinging TTL value. It was connected to some wrong network, so I changed it. Even if it happens with you, go to edit settings of your VM where you have installed ESXi, network adapter, drop down rows, select VM network. Previous batch students are in practicing the network lab, so they have created multiple networks and which doesn't have connectivity. So select VM network which have connectivity. This is the correct port network. Okay, network adapter just above the CD drive, network adapter, drop down and network, make sure it is connected. So it will work. Now it's working. It's replying with TTL value. That means whatever the IP address that we have given is working now. That is also common issue students are facing for the first time. Once you create a VM, once you install OS and once you configure IP also, you need to make sure it is connected to VM network. In our lab at least. In real time it will be different. In our lab, make sure it is connected to VM network and connected is enabled. Fine. So now you should not have any problem to build an ESXi machine. You should do yourself. Now we have built an ESXi machine, right? We need to add that host into vCenter. How to add? add ESXi host into the vCenter. Select the data center, right click, add host. What should I enter here? What is the address? 0.241, the one that we have just used. Many people are trying to add our existing our ESXi IP only. దీన్నే మళ్ళీ 240 యాడ్ చేయడానికి ట్రై చేస్తున్నారు. That's wrong. Okay, you have to add the IP address which you have given to the new ESXi machine that you built. New 241. Username? Always root. Password?
Windows 123.
Yes, exactly. Next. Certificate verification between vCenter and ESXi. Always agree with yes. Summary. Next. So license, we don't have license. We didn't purchase from VMware. So all the free products, this is a free product, like free product in the sense like a trial period. All the VMware products are available for 60 days for free. 60 days, we can practice all the features without no cost. Sorry, without any cost at all. Okay. So without any license, we can practice all features within 60 days. After 60 days, we need to buy license again. As we are in our lab, like after 60 days, we format everything and install it again and use it for 60 days. Okay. So that is an advantage when we learning phase. 60 days, we use it for free. Next. So this is lockdown mode. It is there from 20 years. It's not like recently named it. Our lockdown mode is different. This lockdown mode is different. This, once you enable this lockdown mode, it will not allow us to connect directly. So let's say I'll leave it as it is. I'll open another tab. Here I will enter the ESXi IP address 241. It will allow us to connect directly here, right? Root and the password, Windows 123. So now I'm connected to the ESXi directly, which we have created newly. There is no VM, no storage, nothing. It's just a new ESXi we created. Go to vCenter. If you enable, it will not allow us to connect like this. Manam direct ga connect cheyadaniki allow cheyadu. This is also one of the common interview question. If you connect to, what is lockdown mode? If you enable, what will happen? So it will restrict access to the ESXi host directly using web client. Browser nunchi manam direct ga connect cheyadaniki allow cheyadu. There is another one more thing called strict. If you enable this, okay, so we cannot access via command line tool also. If you just say normal, it will not allow us to access here like this, but from vCenter we can manage. And also there is a command line tool. Via command line tool also we can manage. If you enable as a strict lockdown mode, it will, via vCenter will be working fine. Via directly it will not work. Via command line tool also it will not work. That's the difference. Okay, very common interview question. What is the lockdown mode? What is the difference between normal and strict as well?
సార్
Yes.
సార్ అది తెలుగులో చెప్తారా అది లాక్డౌన్ మోడ్?
ఓకే, సో ఇప్పుడు మనం జస్ట్ ఒక న్యూ హోస్ట్ ని బిల్డ్ చేసాం కదా ఇప్పుడే. ఆ హోస్ట్ ని నేను డైరెక్ట్ గా కనెక్ట్ చేశాను. వెబ్ క్లయింట్ నుంచి డైరెక్ట్ గా హోస్ట్ కి కనెక్ట్ చేశాను. ఇక్కడ కొన్ని VMs డైరెక్ట్ గా ఈ హోస్ట్ కి మాత్రం ఉన్న VMs ని మనం మేనేజ్ చేయొచ్చు. యాజ్ ఆఫ్ నౌ ఫ్రెష్ హోస్ట్ కాబట్టి దీంట్లో VMs ఏం లేవు. ఓకే, హోస్ట్ కి డైరెక్ట్ గా ఈ ఒక్క హోస్ట్ ని మేనేజ్ చేయొచ్చు. 241 మాత్రమే ఇక్కడ డైరెక్ట్ గా కనెక్ట్ అయ్యాను కాబట్టి మేనేజ్ చేయొచ్చు. ఈ లాక్డౌన్ మోడ్ డిసేబుల్ లో ఉంటే నువ్వు డైరెక్ట్ గా అయినా చేయొచ్చు, లేదా vCenter లోకి యాడ్ చేసిన తర్వాత vCenter లో అయినా మేనేజ్ చేయొచ్చు. బట్ ఎనేబుల్ నార్మల్ అని సెట్ చేసి ఓకే నెక్స్ట్ ఇచ్చాను అనుకోండి, ఇలా కనెక్ట్ చేయడానికి అలో చేయదు. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ మనం ఎంతసేపు రూట్ పాస్వర్డ్ ఇచ్చినా కనెక్ట్ అవ్వదు. డైరెక్ట్లీ యాక్సెస్ చేయడానికి పాసిబుల్ కాదు. ఓకేనా, ఇక్కడ అర్థమైంది? నార్మల్
ఓకే,
డైరెక్ట్ గా హోస్ట్ కి అలో చేయదు. సో మనం వితౌట్ లాక్డౌన్ మోడ్ మనం డైరెక్ట్ గా అయినా కనెక్ట్ చేయవచ్చు, లేదా వి సెంటర్ లోకి యాడ్ చేసిన తర్వాత వి సెంటర్ లో నుంచి అయినా మేనేజ్ చేయొచ్చు. ఈ హోస్ట్ ని 2 ways లో ఎలాగైనా మేనేజ్ చేయొచ్చు, డైరెక్ట్ గా కానీ వి సెంటర్ నుంచి కానీ. నార్మల్ అది లాక్డౌన్ మోడ్ ఎనేబుల్ చేస్తే నార్మల్ అని పెడితే డైరెక్ట్ గా అలౌ చేయదు, మనం డైరెక్ట్ గా కనెక్ట్ చేయడానికి లేదు. ఏదైనా ఈ హోస్ట్ మీద ఉన్న విఎంస్ ఆన్ చేయాలంటే వేరే వి సెంటర్ నుంచే చేయాలి. ఈ ఆప్షన్ ఉండదు ఫస్ట్ నుంచి నార్మల్ అని సెట్ చేస్తే. కానీ ఇంకొకటి ఉంది, కమాండ్ లైన్ టూల్. ఇక్కడ నుంచి డైరెక్ట్ గా కమాండ్ లైన్ టూల్ పట్టి అనే టూల్ యూస్ చేసి డైరెక్ట్ గా కూడా కనెక్ట్ అవ్వచ్చు. బట్ అది కమాండ్స్ యూస్ చేయాలి. ఇది GUI, ఇది కమాండ్స్. GUI అంటే మనం ఇప్పుడు ఎలా మౌస్ తో మేనేజ్ చేస్తున్నామో ఈ ఆప్షన్ ఇలా కనెక్ట్ చేసి, ఇది GUI మౌస్ తో చేసే గ్రాఫికల్ ఇంటర్ఫేస్. కమాండ్ లైన్ టూల్ అంటే పట్టి అని ఒకటి ఉంది, మళ్ళీ డిస్కస్ చేస్తాం అది తర్వాత వస్తుంది. ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయాలి. కమాండ్ లైన్ టూల్ వర్క్ అవుతుంది. నార్మల్ అని సెట్ చేస్తే వి సెంటర్ నుంచి అయినా మేనేజ్ చేయొచ్చు, కమాండ్ లైన్ టూల్ నుంచి అయినా మేనేజ్ చేయొచ్చు, మనకు ఆ కమాండ్స్ తెలుసుండాలి. ఓకే, అండ్ స్ట్రిక్ట్ అని సెట్ చేసామనుకోండి, స్ట్రిక్ట్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకుంటే ఫస్ట్ది వర్క్ అవ్వదు, లాస్ట్ది వర్క్ అవ్వదు, కమాండ్ లైన్ టూల్ కూడా వర్క్ అవ్వదు. వయా వి సెంటర్ నుంచి మాత్రమే వర్క్ చేయాలి పోస్ట్. అర్థమైందా? Not yet completed. I'm just selecting, but not yet proceeded. Okay, so I'll disable it for now. 99%, at least 95% cases, wherever I have observed, it's a disabled only. We don't enable it. We want all other options to be available to connect and manage. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Finish.
Hello.
So whatever the task we are doing, it will be in progress here. Add standalone host to the Bangalore data center. It is adding at 80%. Wait for it to complete. Now it is completed. Where is 241? Here. 241 ESXi host is added here. Now you can manage from vCenter here. You can create new VM, do whatever you want. Here also you can manage. If you enable lockdown mode, it will not allow directly. You have to manage from here only. Now ఇప్పుడు నేను డిసేబుల్ చేశాను కదా, ఇప్పుడు ఎనేబుల్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాను. ఫ్రమ్ వేర్ టు డూ? ఇట్ గేవ్ మీ ద ఆప్షన్ వైల్ యాడింగ్ ద హోస్ట్ ఇన్ టు vCenter. అది యాడ్ చేసేటప్పుడు మాత్రమే ఆప్షన్ ఇచ్చింది. నౌ ఐ వాంట్ టు చేంజ్ దట్ లాక్డౌన్ మోడ్. దట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో వన్ ఆఫ్ ద కామన్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ క్వశ్చన్. It's not a regular thing that we do. That's why the smart interviewer will try to test your knowledge, whether you're really aware or not. సో నార్మల్గా హోస్ట్ అంటే ఏంటి, విఎం ఎలా చేస్తారు, ప్రతి ఒక్క నేర్చుకున్న వాళ్ళు ఎవరైనా చెప్పేస్తారు. కానీ ఇలాంటివి కొంతమంది మాకు రియల్ టైంలో చేసిన అందరూ కూడా చెప్పలేరు. ఓకే, సో ఓవరాల్గా సబ్జెక్ట్ మీద ఇంట్రెస్ట్, ఈ ఆప్షన్లో ఏమేమి ఉంటాయి, ఇక్కడ ఏముంటాయి, ఈ ఆప్షన్లో ఏమేమి ఉంటాయి, ఎవరైతే నేర్చుకునే ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉండి ఇలా నేర్చుకుంటారో వాళ్ళకి మాత్రమే తెలుసుంటుంది. ఓకే, అందుకని స్మార్ట్ ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ విల్ ట్రై టు ఫిల్టర్ దట్ వే, లైక్ వెదర్ యూ హ్యావ్ లర్నింగ్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ నాట్, బై ఆస్కింగ్ ద థింగ్స్ విచ్ వీ డోంట్ టచ్ రెగ్యులర్లీ. రెగ్యులర్గా టచ్ చేసే థింగ్స్ అందరూ చెప్పేస్తారు. ఓకే, ఇఫ్ దే వాంట్ టు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ ఎ పర్సన్ విత్ లైక్ జెన్యూన్ లర్నింగ్ attitude, like they will filter questions like that. They will by placing questions which we don't touch regularly. So go to configure tab, go to firewall, go to security profile. Here lockdown mode, edit. Here we will see the same wizard again here. Enable or disable. Because nobody will touch regularly here. Even people who work for 3 to 4 years will not be aware of these things, because it's not like regular thing, they don't do it. And what is that lockdown mode also, they will not aware. Just blindly they will click next and finish. They will add host here. They might have worked genuinely on how to build ESXi machine and all, but they don't test what is that feature. If you enable, what will happen? If you disable, what will happen? So you also try to learn that way. Okay, I might be explaining some important interview point of view and day-to-day point of view, but you try to explore more. Summary tab, I might have explained only these things, but you go back, like in the bottom, see what is it mean. You just try to Google it. What is custom attributes on the ESXi summary page? What is the advantage of it? Okay, so like that you just explore learning options. Fine. Any other question?
Sir, while creating or installing ESXi, there was something called VNIC